So yeah, here's another part. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this. This is the third part. I'm going to release all 5 parts, and while I'm releasing these, I'm working on other fan fictions. So this way, I have multiple ready, and that's why I've been releasing these ones so far, so that I have time to prepare the others. Um, because you guys know, you saw my list. I have quite a lot to work on. So yeah, this is the what's this? This is the third part. Um, it's formatted a bit differently. Again, not written by me. Written by a subscriber, which is cool. They have been really nice to give me the story, and email if you want to send it is down below. If you want to send it your own, as long as it's PG, and you should tell me who you want me to give credit to, whether it be your name, a nickname, no one, that doesn't bother me. As long as it's PG, it's fine, really. That's what happened with this one. And yeah, full credit to the actual author. They are really nice, and they are super kind for trusting me with their fan fiction and letting me put them out. So, full credit to them. And yeah, thanks for the story. And let's get started with part 3. A Miraculous Marichat story, chapter 3, the interview. Marichat woke up a little woozy from last night, so Tiki poured a glass of water on her face. Gah! What was that for? Tiki replied in an angered tone. Do you know how long you and Chat Noir were talking on the balcony? What if the paparazzi took pictures? Marichat pouted her lip and felt guilty, which made Tiki feel bad for raising her voice. Tiki then said in a motherly manner, Hey, there's a note Chat Noir left for you. You can read it if you want. Marichat got confused, but read it anyway. Good morning, Princess. I just wanted to tell you that you should address to Paris on the current situation as soon as possible. You don't need my permission to talk about me. Well, us. By the way, I hope you had a good night's sleep. Chat Noir. This made Marichat feel relieved because she wasn't sure if Chat Noir was comfortable with an interview based on him and his love life. So she then called Alia if she could get an interview immediately. Of course, Alia said. Of course, Alia had been waiting for Marichat to ask for an interview since the incident. So she said yes before she could finish her sentence. I'll see you around at your place in 10 minutes. Alia then hung up the call and ran to Marichat as fast as she could. I'm here. Alia gasped for air for 5 minutes straight to get all straightened out for the interview. Wow, Alia, you really are excited for the interview, Marichat said. I never thought that Marichat would have the guts to do an interview since the incident with Chloe, and of course she would be ecstatic. I'm just glad you're up for it, girl, Alia said in a mannered way, trying to hide her joy. So, what made you call me? Knowing how much of a mess you were yesterday, I'm surprised you called me in the first place. Marichat immediately got flustered and looked away from Alia, trying to avoid eye contact. Words couldn't come out of Marichat, so she just showed Alia the note Chat Noir wrote while hiding her face in her hands. Ooh, so he came over to your house. Alia said with a smirk on her face. Well, we should start this interview now till we get distracted. Marichat quickly agreed and got everything situated. When Alia started the live stream on the Ladybug, millions of people joined, including everyone in their class. Luca and Kagami, hungry for more gossip about Marichat and Chat Noir. When Marichat realized the amount of people who joined, she got a little nervous about the whole thing and questioned her actions. However, she remembered the note Chat Noir left when she was sleeping and took a deep breath and gave Alia the sign to start. Alia then proceeded to introduce Marichat to the Ladybug. Hey, Ladybug viewers, I'm here with my best friend, Marichat Dupan-Chang. We are here today to answer some of your questions, Alia said excitedly. As time went on, Alia asked more personal questions, from asking how she thought of the plan to escape the ballroom to whether or not Chat Noir and her were dating. Marichat became uncomfortable because she didn't know how to answer that question. After all, she herself didn't know the answer to what Chat Noir and her were, let alone Luca and herself. Alia noticed how sweaty and red she became, but before Alia had a chance to end the interview, Marichat said, while stuttering, Well, that's a complicated question. You see, I don't know what I am, what I am to Chat Noir, because I have been in a relationship with this amazing guy named Luca. However, we haven't spoken since the day I kissed Chat Noir, so I'm not sure if we're still dating or not. Marinette started tearing up, and Alia ended the live stream. Marinette was able to sigh in relief with the tears in her eyes, and she thanked Alia for ending the interview, and Alia replied, "It's fine, girl. Most of the comments wanted me to ask you that question, so sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I guess you are in a confusing position with Luca so don't mention it." Before Alia left to post the live stream on the official website so people can still watch the interview whenever, Marinette gave her some heart macaroons and brownies as a thank you. They said their goodbyes, and Marinette sighed in relief for all being over now. "Let's hope no paparazzi ambushes you now," Tiki said while sighing. Marinette agreed and then went on with her day, hoping for Luca to text her for closure. Adrian smiled at his computer after watching their interview, proud that Marinette was able to talk about her personal life for the world to see. Plaque was giggling from the fact that Adrian has no idea Marinette is Ladybug and that he fell in love with her again. Adrian noticed and just assumed Plague wanted more camemberts, so instead of having piano practice, Adrian snuck into his kitchen to get a bunch of camembert. Happy that he wasn't seen, he walked back to his room. However, he stopped midway because he heard an unknown voice. Plague's eyes widened and he froze in shock. Adrian was confused, so he asked what was wrong with and if he recognized that voice. Plague gulped and said that the unknown voice was Nuru, the Kwame of the butterfly, also known as Hawkmoth Miraculous. Adrian ran to his room and locked the door while in shock. He then yelled out, "Wait, does this mean my father's Hawkmoth? Maybe it's just a similar voice. Or... Plague took a deep breath and went through the walls of the room Gabriel was currently in. He popped his head through the wall and watched Nuru and Gabriel discuss how he was getting weaker from overusing the miraculous. Before Plague flew back to Adrian. Before Plague was seen, he flew back to Adrian's room to tell him the news. Adrian started to tremble in fear and sadness, so Plague offered that he run away. Adrian nodded and wrote a note to his father for him to read when he left. "Dear Father, I just found out that you're a hawkmoth. I wrote this note to tell you that I need some time to think. I'll be running away for some time to find answers because I doubt you will answer them yourself truthfully. I plead to you that don't akumatize anyone new just so you can find me, or else I will tell Ladybug and Chat Noir that you are Hawkmoth. I don't want to be found. Please don't try and find me. Goodbye, Hawkmoth. Father." Adrian Agreste. With tears in his eyes, he packed up some clothes and transformed into Chat Noir. He then jumped from building to building looking for Kagami. When Adrian was able to see her practicing fencing moves in the park, he transformed to talk to his girlfriend. With everything going on, Adrian totally forgot that he and Kagami were actually dating, which means he had been cheating with Marinette. Kinda. Adrian wiped his tears and walked to Kagami. "Hey, Kagami, can I ask you something?" Adrian started out while walking towards her. Kagami's face became blunt and she said with a straight face, "Adrian, we haven't spoken since you left to go to the bathroom on Marinette's birthday, and when we do see each other again, you just ask a question?" Adrian then blurted out, "What are you to Hawkmoth?" That statement made Kagami freeze in shock. "Come and follow me." She then led Adrian to an alley so no one could hear their conversation. Kagami said with a straight face, "How much do you know?" Adrian said in an angry tone, "My father's Hawkmoth, and knowing that Natalie, your mother, and you could possibly be part of his master plan, I'd like some answers," Kagami said. "It's true. I work for my mom, who works with Hawkmoth. I am a sentient monster. My mother used the peacock miraculous and sacrificed her eyes so she can create someone to look after you while Hawkmoth rains havoc. Yes, I am a sentient monster, but I have full control over myself. I have been working for Hawkmoth because I want to. I owe this to him. After all, he is the reason why I was created." Adrian thought all the times he was with Kagami, having trouble fathoming that it was all a lie. All of their dates, fencing practices, or her feelings. At that point, she knew that Marinette had been the one. He knew that Marichat had been the one for him, and that he had to talk to her as soon as possible. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye, Kagami, or shall I say, Senti Monster. He quickly ran away to be secluded, placing yelled at Plague claws out. Alright, that's the end of part 2. Part 3, sorry. I hope you enjoyed. Again, not my story. Full credit to the actual author, who was very nice to give me the story. I don't know where my head's going at right now, to be honest. So I'm just gonna try and talk until I realize what I was trying to say a second ago. Yeah, I wish we're traveling today, though, because I really want to. But it doesn't always go to plan. Okay. Let's do one question of the day can we do today. So if you're new here, you wouldn't know this. But basically, at the end of every video, I ask a question to get to know my subscribers better, because I consider most of them friends, because we have the same interest, or at least we share one common interest here, and you guys have been nice enough to come and see my video. So yeah, I ask a question of the day to all my lovely subscribers, or even if you're not a subscriber, you're just a viewer, that works too. Still appreciate it. Not gonna beg for likes or subscribers, but would appreciate them. Anyways, question today. How did you find my channel? Was it like you just were watching other fan fictions and you got into mine? Did you search something up and then see one of mine? Did you see it through a friend? How did you find my channel? I found my channel by creating it. It was a very long it was very hard to find. No. How did I didn't find okay. Why don't I tell you, because I can't really say how I found the channel because I created it. I'll say why I started it. I don't know. During summer break, I started reading fan fiction because, like, there was nothing to do. Normally in summer breaks, I, like, travel, go to different countries, but COVID last year. So I started reading fan fictions and listening to fan fictions. And I thought, you know what, this is actually quite fun. And yeah, I just decided to do one because I like to think I have a good imagination. Like, whenever I read fan fictions or I'm thinking of them, how I do it is right when I'm about to fall asleep. I don't sleep easily, so as I'm trying to fall asleep, I imagine different fan fictions and different storylines, and I like seeing in my head how they would play out, and so I can visualize the whole thing, and eventually that becomes my dream. My dream becomes watching these different fan fictions on the TV, or sometimes not even by TV, I'm just watching them. And it's honestly a good dream to have because it's always interesting, it's always different. I think of it kind of like lucid dreaming because I'm controlling what's happening. But at the same time, I use it in a different way to normal people. I make up these scenarios because I find them entertaining. So any TV show or movie, I just see different ways it could play out. Sometimes I do it with Miraculous, and that's how I think of storylines most of the time. And sometimes I do it with a movie I've seen that I wanted to end differently, or a different TV show, or a fan fiction that I read about someone else, or even just real life people, or even myself. Like, it doesn't matter, but I think of them. And yeah, that's why I started the channel, because I had all these different ideas and I was bored. And yeah, that's how it started. And now I'm to the point where I'm at, I think, 536 subscribers, which is nuts and super duper fun. And I appreciate every one of you, whether you're a viewer, a subscriber, random person in the world, family member, friend. It's cool that you're watching my vids. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you enjoyed all that good stuff. Credit to the writer. And I'll see you tomorrow with chapter 4, and the day after that with chapter 5, and then I will be going back to finishing my own series, because this person who wrote it sent me 5 parts so far, and no pressure to them. I need them to take their time. If they want to do another part, that's fine. If they don't want to, no pressure. It's stressful. We all have lives. We know this. So whenever they want to write another part of this, I'd be happy to record and upload it, because I do really enjoy the writing and reading it. So yeah, see you all tomorrow, and yeah, bye.